Well, we got a massive update for Lanterns. Following the news that HBO and DC Studios are officially moving forward with the series, writer Tom King has dropped a huge statement about the show, offering hints and what exactly we can expect from the upcoming HBO Max series. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about the show, why this announcement changes its status, and what Tom King had to say. Now, before we do that though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos, want to be your place for all the superhero news, but we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently so you are in the know. Well, it really does look like that Lanterns is going to be steamrolling forward, and the countdown is on for us to see Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart come to life. Now, last night the news broke that the DC Studios Lantern series has actually received an 8-episode straight-to-series order from HBO. Now, this seems to indicate it won't just be a Max series, but also on the big platform, and seems to signal this Green Lantern reboot we've been waiting decades for is finally moving forward. Now, as many of you know, Chris Mundy, who worked on True Detective and Ozark, is serving as the showrunner and executive producer, with Damon Lindelof, who worked on Watchmen and Lost, and comic book writer Tom King serving as writers for the project. Everything has been super silent about the show, but Tom King dropped a huge post over on Instagram and gave us a lot of details and insight into the upcoming series. So let's just check out his post, because that's where all the goodies live. He said, "Finally can talk about what I've been working on for the past year and more. From DC Studios and Warner Brothers, we're bringing Lanterns to HBO. Chris, Damon, and I created it. Chris is writing and running it, while Damon and I write and executive produce. I like to think of it as from the creators of Ozarks, HBO's Watchmen, and of course, Batman meets Elmer Fudd. We're working with a dream team writer's room, putting together something thrilling and epic and intimate and grounded and funny and true. A superhero show that brings together the glories of the comics with excellence of an HBO prestige drama. It's such an honor to work with these characters to build on what the Titans John Broome, Jill Gale, Denny O'Neil, and my pal and Batman Fudd fan Neil Adams created. We're endlessly inspired by and grateful for the creativity of so many Lantern comic creators from 1940 to this Wednesday. On a personal level, my late mother was a Warner exec. Being back on her lot, building something she would love, it feels very special." Now, the statement is kind of what I would expect from King, but as I always say, guys, when you see this much passion from somebody, it often reflects in the project, and this kind of passion, well, I think is a big deal. Now, we do know the upcoming Lantern show will follow a new recruit, Jon Stewart, and his mentor, legendary Hal Jordan. Two intergalactic cops drawn into a dark, Earth-based mystery as they investigate a murder in the American heartland. Who that murder victim is, I think will play big in the new DCU. Now, James Gunn, who's been working on Superman in Cleveland, also issued a statement about the series, specifically having it move from the Max streaming platform directly to HBO. When the news broke, he and Peter Safran issued a joint statement that read, "We're thrilled to bring this seminal DC title to HBO with Chris, Damon, and Tom at the helm. Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan are two of DC's most compelling characters, and Lanterns brings them to life in an original detective story that is a foundational part of the unified DCU we're launching next summer with Superman." Gunn's statement definitely suggests this murder mystery is going to be a big part of the ongoing story, and once again begs the question of who was murdered and whose murder are they investigating, because I think that is going to be a big deal, and I suspect a well-known character that might drive some fans crazy. All in all the creative stuff sounds pretty great, but I have to say, I'm a little worried. What does it mean that it's only on HBO? Does this mean the series will only be available if you subscribe to HBO in addition to Max? Or will it be like House of Dragons, where it shows up simultaneously on both platforms? You're being a little ambiguous here, or maybe I'm just missing it. If you know an answer to this question, sound off in the comments below. Now, at this point, Lanterns does not have a premiere date, but the live-action adaptation has a lot of hype, and now that the scripts and the creative team are fully on board, we've been saying this for a while, I suspect casting news will be coming our way soon, and that's where the hype train will likely go into high gear. What do you guys think? How do you feel about Tom King's statement about the upcoming Lantern series, it moving to HBO from the Max platform, and who do you want to play Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart? Tell me what you think in the comments below.